Little Laubi Featherfluff and the Wings of Goodwill. It was a peaceful evening on the farm. The sun had dipped below the hills, painting the sky in soft shades of purple and gold. A gentle breeze carried the scent of wildflowers and fresh hay through the air. The animals were settling down, and the whole farm was slowly falling into a hush, preparing for the night. But just as everything grew quiet, a strange sound echoed through the calm. Thilo Gruntrose, the playful piglet, twitched his ears. "Did you hear that?" he whispered, looking around nervously. Mimi Moo Mellow, the gentle calf, huddled closer to the barn door. "It sounds like something moving inside." Rocket Gallop-Hoof stomped his hoof. "Maybe it's a ghost?" Laubi Featherfluff puffed up his tiny yellow chest. "There are no such things as ghosts, but something's in there, and we're going to find out what it is." The friends grabbed an old lantern from the tool shed, and with their hearts thumping like little drums, tiptoed toward the barn. Inside, the barn was filled with soft shadows. The wooden beams creaked overhead. Dust floated in the air like little sparkles caught in the lamplight. And then they heard the strange sounds again. Mimi gasped and took a step back. "Oh no, there it is again!" Slowly they moved deeper inside, their eyes scanning the rafters. Then suddenly, a fluttering sound came from above. Laubi looked up. "Look out!" Down fell a little fluff ball, landing with a soft plop in a pile of hay. It blinked up at them with wide golden eyes. "It's a baby owl!" Laubi exclaimed. High above, two more tiny owl faces peeked out from the rafters, their feathers ruffled and eyes full of worry. One of them tried to fly, but flapped too hard and tumbled down with a squeaky hoot into the hay beside its sibling. Mimi stepped forward. "They're trying to fly, but they don't know how yet." Thilo scratched his head. "But how did they get all the way up there in the first place?" Before anyone could answer, a soft hoot came from the open barn window. Perched on the sill was a large owl with soft feathers and kind eyes. It was their mother, Aurora. "Hello," she said gently. "I'm sorry to frighten you. A great storm blew through the forest weeks ago. It wasn't safe for my eggs, so I brought them here one by one. I hoped this place would protect them. I wanted to tell you, but I was afraid you wouldn't understand." Laubi stepped forward. "You were only trying to keep them safe. Don't worry, we understand, and we want to help." The very next morning, their barn became a flying school. Rocket Gallop-Hoof used hay bales to build a jumping ramp. Thilo and Mimi gathered soft straw to make a fluffy landing pad. Lulu Cleverpaw joined the team, and together with Aurora, showed the owlets how to stretch their wings and flap with strength and balance. Laubi clapped his wings for every try. "You're doing great, Oliver! Go, Orla! Wow, Una! That was your best flap yet!" At first the owlets wobbled and tumbled, but every tumble was followed by giggles and tiny hoots. They tried again and again. With each attempt, they got a little better. Their wings grew stronger, their flaps more steady, and their courage brighter. By sunset, the rafters echoed with soft flaps and cheerful hoots. One by one, the baby owls glided from one wooden beam to another. Aurora watched from the highest rafter, her chest filled with pride. Laubi and his friends stood below with eyes wide with joy. They did it, Rocket cheered. Aurora swooped down and landed beside them. You've been so kind. I never imagined such warmth from those I didn't even know. Thank you, truly. But now, I suppose, it's time for us to find a home of our own. Laubi shook his head gently. No, you don't have to leave. This barn can be your home too, if you want to stay. The other animals nodded. Mimi smiled. We'd love to have you here. Lulu chuckled. It's settled then. You're part of the farm now. Aurora's eyes softened. You've given us a home and wings full of hope. From that night on, the owls stayed in the barn. Every evening their hoots joined the night song of the farm, and every morning they greeted the sunrise from the rooftop. Sometimes they flew above the fields, with their wings cutting through the golden light. The baby owls grew strong, wise, and happy. And the animals, they learned something special too. Mimi whispered one night as they looked up at the stars. It feels so good to help. I was nervous at first, but now I feel warm inside. Thilo laughed, and see, no ghosts after all. Lulu grinned. Just a family who needed a little kindness. Laubi nodded. And now they have wings of goodwill. The friends giggled and lay back in the grass, watching the owls glide across the moonlit sky. And from that moment on, the barn felt fuller, warmer, and filled with the gentle magic of helping others.
When your wings feel tired and weak, take a breath. Don't be meek, try once more, don't turn away. Step by step you'll